Halo guys, kali ini kami akan membahas vaksin shortage in Australia. Kelompok kami terdiri dari
Abraham,
Erwin, Hello,
dan Raffel. So, why has Australia's shipment of vaccines been blocked? The shipment of AstraZeneca vaccines to Australia has been blocked because of the new export authorization rules made by EU. EU introduced this new requirement because Pfizer and AstraZeneca vaccines that require the company that makes the vaccines had not filled the requirement to provide within the time frames. Lanjut.
What is the impact of Australia's vaccine shortage? The Australian vaccine shortage during the COVID-19 pandemic caused significant delays in the vaccination rollout, leaving many vulnerable to infection and contributing to higher case of numbers. This led to prolonged lockdowns, which harmed the economy, particularly in sectors like hospitality and retail. The shortage also fueled public frustration and mistrust, contributing to vaccine hesitancy and in some communities. Vulnerable populations, including the elderly and frontline workers, were especially affected.
Okay, now what can we do to tackle this problem? What solutions can we implement so that this problem can be solved? Well, according to our research, we have a couple, but of course there are way more solutions that we can provide, but we're only gonna give 3 examples. First is multinational cooperation. Vaccines cannot be made by only one country. No country in this world has the resources to create vaccines for the entire world. That is why countries need to cooperate together. Countries need to work together so that these vaccines can be distributed correctly and properly and can be divided fairly to each country according to its population, and basically just work together to tackle this problem. Next, we have no-sided resource sharing. According to our research, there have been many cases where, for example, let's take the EU and WTO, where they both had their resources not shared due to political indifference of political reasons and political fights. We can also take the conflict in America against Russia, Ukraine against Russia, and so on, which tends to make, I guess, the political balance unstable, and which causes it to not being able to, countries to share their resources with other countries to tackle this problem, which of course it impacts not only that country but all the entire world, and countries shouldn't be impacted by their political indifferences between another country, because it might just it impacts the whole world basically. And basically we just have to take away our political indifferences and work together to tackle this problem. And lastly is sacrificial support from wealthy countries like America, like Russia, like Germany, like China, like Japan. Those countries need to be willing to sacrifice their resources, need to be able to give their support to other poorly resourced countries in order for this problem to 100% go. Because if only wealthy countries think about their population, then not every country is able to do that. Like poor countries like in Africa, like maybe some countries in Asia and in Europe too, they might not have enough resources to tackle this problem and to solve their problem on their own, and they need support, they need help from other wealthier countries. So it's basically like saying don't be too arrogant, basically. Don't be arrogant. But of course, other than these, there are way many other solutions that we can implement, but that will be presentation for another day.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We hope you have learned something, and stay safe everyone.
We hope this was enough, even though we hope this was enough for our presentation.
Bye-bye.
Bye.